Fans, are you ready for the good, the bad, and the ugly? Joe Rossano's Orioles report with Matt Faulkner is next. Welcome to Joe Rossano's Orioles report. Joining me today is Matt Faulkner, where if it's good, we say it. If it's bad, we say it. If it's ugly, we say it. Matt Faulkner, what do you have for us today, sir?
Joe, good to talk to you, my brother. So I'm going to have you put your thinking cap on here. Okay. So think about this. We have,
Asking a lot, but go ahead.
yeah, it is 66 days until opening day, right? March 26th,
Yes.
3 o'clock, 3:05 Eastern time, Camden Yards, Orioles, Minnesota Twins. I want you to fill in the blank. Craig Albernez, when he writes out that opening day lineup, the Orioles leadoff hitter will be blank.
Jackson Holliday. I mean, no question about it. I could pretty much give you the entire lineup, but if I'm just filling in a blank here, Jackson Holliday, barring injury, you heard it here.
This is where we're going to be completely in disagreement about. I love Holliday. I
Right.
love Jackson, and I think that he is going to be a star. But he's 22 years old. I mean, if you look at the draft class from the last MLB draft in 2025, he's younger than a lot of those guys that were picked. And to me, I am taking the pressure off of him. I'm taking the pressure off of him. I'm hitting him number 9. He's hitting 9 in the order. I'm taking all the pressure off of him. I want him hitting down the bottom of the order. I don't want him having any pressure on him. And you know who I want as far as the leadoff hitter? This might be a little bit unconventional. Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward.
Okay.
If I'm Craig Albernez, I am penciling in Taylor Ward as my leadoff hitter. And I say that for a couple reasons. Number one, he's got experience hitting in a leadoff spot. Didn't do it a ton last season, but did it a ton in 2024, right? He had a 278 average, 3.52 on base percentage. Last season, he was in the percentile on walk rate, over 11%. So he gets on base. He's a home run threat as well, but he's going to get on base. And to me, you put Gunnar and you put Heat 3 and 4 with Westberg at the 2 spot. That's a pretty darn good 1 through 4 in that lineup. Your thoughts?
Please like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of Joe Rossano's Orioles Report. I once had a dog, and his name was Ang. And let me say, you're right. Okay, all right. Taylor Ward can do the job. He's not going to be the opening day leadoff hitter. It is going to be Jackson Holliday. I'm going on FanDuel right now and betting that one. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day, okay, he's 22, he's younger than most of them. This is his 3rd season in Major League Baseball. He's a Holiday. He's a Holiday. Okay, you know what Jackson Holliday's doing right this second? He's playing baseball somewhere, and I'm talking he's working out right now, and he has been since 6 o'clock in the morning, and he'll finish at about 6 p.m. He's a Holiday. Again, this is his 3rd season now with the Orioles, and yeah, no doubt he is the opening day, every day leadoff hitter for the Orioles, and to your point, and we agree here. Okay, you got Westy batting second, love it. Gunnar Henderson, 3-hole, love it. Pete Alonso in the number 4 hole. Now, here's where things get a little dicey. We've got to keep in mind who is the Minnesota Twins opening day starter. It could be, I'm probably going to say Joe Ryan. I mean, do we agree on this? Does that sound
Joe
about right?
Ryan, Pablo Lopez. I think it probably goes back and forth depending on who you prefer.
Me too.
But it's going to be, unless they trade one of those guys, which doesn't seem like they're going to, it's going to be a right-handed starter.
Okay, so let's fill out the card here. Okay. Oh, I'm so smart, Matt. I'm telling you, I could have been a general manager. I could have managed this team. I could have been a super agent. Okay. I had that kind of talent, and here I sit. No offense to you. Okay. So number 5 hitter. Now this one's going to be Samuel Basallo. Samuel Basallo, however you want to say it. I say Samuel Basallo. He's definitely going to be in that lineup as the DH. Okay. I say
You're
he maybe the number 5 hitter. Maybe because you got Alonso right-handed bat and Taylor Ward right-handed bat. I think maybe you split them up. I think that maybe Basallo is in the number 5 hole, and I think the number 6 hole is probably going to be Taylor Ward. And then I'm going to say Adley Rutschman, Hauser, and I mean, do you throw? I think Dylan Beavers is probably in that lineup somewhere. I mean,
well,
but again, there's only, I think Taylor Ward is in left field. I think Kowser's in center field. And, I mean, I don't see any reason that Dylan Beavers isn't in right field. I mean, left-handed hitter down at the bottom of the lineup. Am I wrong? Or did I just put 10 guys in a lineup where I shouldn't have? Like, did I just
I
play
so
softball here?
I'm a Dylan Beavers fan. I am, and he was actually
Love
one of
him.
those guys that I'd kind of kick the tires on in terms of, is he a guy that potentially could be a leadoff option? My
Mm.
question, and I don't know that we're going to get the
I'm
answer
sorry.
to
That
it.
that's what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were coming at me with Beaver.
Oh, I was,
You
I
threw
love,
all of Orioles Nation a curveball
I
with
did
Taylor Ward. I
a
thought you
little
were
slide
coming at
rule.
me with Beavers.
My question is, Tyler O'Neill. The Orioles are
Huh.
paying him what they're paying him, and I don't have that figure off the top of my head, but they're paying him a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
Are
yeah.
they going to be content paying him what he's making and him being basically a guy that is going to play against left-handed starters and may, play every once in a while, and because defensively he is not good in the outfield.
He won a Gold Glove. He won a Gold
No.
Glove
So
when
did
he was
Ramon
with.
Urias. I don't know. The Gold Glove is great, but
Yeah,
Ramon
yeah, yeah.
Urias won one of
Now
those
you got
too.
you got me
So
there. Mhm.
uh,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean, goodness.
I'm concerned that they're going to play him more than he deserves to play, in my opinion. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that Dylan Beavers is playing every day. But I'll be honest, a part of me feels like they're going to want to run Tyler O'Neill out in right field to try to kind of back up or support why they're paying him what he's making.
Well,
Um,
that's the thing, okay? That money is gone now, okay? They've written that money off. Tyler O'Neill probably told the Orioles in June that he'd be back next season. Okay,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't say I blame him. I mean, if I'm Tyler O'Neill, I'm an Oriole right now because nobody else wanted me. Now, here's Tyler O'Neill's role, okay? Joe Rossano's manager of the Orioles, okay? Because I could have been. Here we go. Tyler O'Neill is going to play against left-handed pitching. He rakes left-handers, okay? His outfield, I mentioned he won a Gold Glove. You were right. I'm going to give you that. I mean, that's important, but yeah, he's not a Gold Glove outfielder anymore. Matter of fact, I think he looked less than desirable in the outfield last year. I think the Orioles don't want him to get hurt every night. So I think he is the left-handed or excuse me, plays against left-handers as a DH and in the outfield. I think, he spells Beavers out in right field against left-handed pitching or as the DH. And if he plays the outfield, obviously Adley, right-handed bat, can be in that lineup. But, at the end of the day, I just have to say that Tyler O'Neill is 30 home run hitter. He hit four consecutive home runs on in as many days back in July of 2025, and he now has 6 opening day home runs. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, because of how injured he was, et cetera, and it really soured those fans. You know that.
yeah. I mean,
I we can't ignore the fact that the guy can hit the ball out of the ballpark. But Matt, honestly, I don't think they care about that money anymore. I really don't. I don't think they're going to play him because they're paying him. I
I
don't
well,
think that they care.
I I hope that's the case. And I had to look it up. 33 million he's getting paid for
Yeah.
2026 and
Yep.
2027. So, he's making over 16 million a year. To me,
Yeah.
optically, and this shouldn't, to your point, it should not matter. But I fear that there is a part of Mike Elias that, thinks that it's going to look even worse when he's basically a role player. I hate to use the word platoon because Brandon Hyde was like the captain of that, where, you get one lineup today against a righty, and then it's like the exact opposite tomorrow against the lefty. I never understood that, never agreed with that.
Worked out for
Tyler,
Earl Weaver,
yeah, well, different day and age,
Renicky, and Lowenstein.
and with O'Neill, it's almost like, the thing that he had going for him up until last year was that he was a guy that was going to post up, hadn't had a lot of injuries, and then last year it was like he was hurt all the time. I mean, he even got the nickname Captain or General Soreness, because I remember, reading the ticker, or going on Twitter, and Tyler O'Neill's out for, is it a hamstring? Is it a calf? Is it a shoulder? General
The
soreness. And I'm
neck.
thinking to myself, $16 million, and the guy is out because he's just sore, because maybe he works out too much. He's too strong. I don't know. But I was hoping, honestly, that they were going to just take their losses and get rid of him. I knew
Yeah.
that probably wasn't going to happen just based off of the money that he's making. But to me,
They would have owed him if they would have done that. They would have no. They couldn't trade him, especially with that kind of
no,
contract.
no one was going to
And
take that contract on.
and he's a big giant muscle head, so you're probably right. He's probably sore from doing curls.
Yeah, he's doing bicep curls between innings.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Matt Faulkner, again, a healthy Tyler O'Neill does not hurt, but he's not playing every day. Now, speaking of playing every day, are you ready for this, Matt Faulkner? You may or may not be aware of this. It is my understanding, and, maybe we should Google this, but I'm almost positive that he's playing the World Baseball Classic with Team Canada. Me personally, I wouldn't let him. I mean, they can't stop him because, what's it going to look like? Hey, they wouldn't let Canada have a player, that type of thing. But I'm just hoping he makes it through the World Baseball Classic and gets the spring training healthy. Because I got to tell you, man, that fella, God bless him, he's hurt every 15 minutes, and that I think they want to keep him healthy. They want to keep him on the field. So yeah, I think he is. If he plays 70 games this year, I'll take it. And I'm talking about if he doesn't have any injuries, I think he's going to play 70 games against left-handers. And then once in a while, he'll spell someone and play against a right-hander. But is he in the opening day lineup? I mean, I wouldn't. Beavers would be in the opening day lineup if it were up to me. And I think up to you.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you're going off of, in my opinion, talent and how you can kind of project down the road, Evers is a guy that kind of reminds me, maybe it's just his swing. He's left-handed. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Kyle Tucker in terms of he's got a very, very compact, very short swing. He's different than a lot of the younger hitters where there's a lot of swing and miss. I mean, I love Gunnar, I love Jackson, I love those guys, but let's face it, they strike out a lot. Whereas Beavers may not ever hit 30 home runs, but he's also not going to go up there and strike out 3 or 4 times a game. He's going to work counts. He's going to walk. He's going to get on base. He's going to steal bases. Like, he's a guy that I think, if you project, he's a guy that potentially could be that leadoff that they kind of don't have right now. They don't really have that traditional leadoff hitter compared to maybe other years where they had Brian Roberts for all those years, right? Where, you're going to lead off every day and play second base. They don't really
Humbry.
have that. Right? Yeah.
I always do that to you, Matt. I like go
Yes.
back to the early
You
'80s and
go,
make
you
make
go,
make
you
you jump
go.
on Google.
Yeah, I know the name. I know the name, but I can't sit here and say that I have a ton of, you know, uh, views of Al Bunbury and some of those teams from I mean, I was born in 1990. So, anything before that, I've had to YouTube or look up. And, I remember the Brady Anderson days pretty well. Roberto Alomar, Rafael Palmeiro, those were the
Mm.
Orioles. Cal Ripken, obviously. That was kind of my generation as a kid, kind of growing up. But
Yeah.
But yeah, so the
I
other
was a lifeguard when you were born.
yeah, and time flies, as they say. Time flies, right?
Yeah, 1990 to me, okay? It would seem to me, Matt Faulkner, that you're like 16.
I well,
I keep
I to
forgetting
tell you,
9.
I don't feel. If only I was 16. I don't feel 16. I feel like I got the gray hairs coming in. It's kind of all happened at one time. The years
Why I'm
kind of
clean
fly.
shaven.
Yeah.
But who is a prototypical leadoff hitter now? Okay. I mean, every one of these guys hit 25 home runs at the top of the lineup now. The days of, I'm going to throw some names at you here. The days of Mickey Rivers, okay, Ricky Henderson, those type of Brian Roberts, as you point out, great example. Can hit 10 to 12 home runs, but can steal bases, get on base, that type of thing, the prototypical leadoff stuff. But again, at the end of the day, I think Jackson Holliday is probably your everyday leadoff hitter unless something really bad happens throughout the entire 2026 season. I would almost be shocked if he wasn't. As always, Matt Faulkner, we shall see. And speaking of we shall see, we want to see you again because Matt and I graciously appreciate you spending a little time with us. Please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of Joe Rossano's Orioles Report with Matt Faulkner and Michael Sullivan. As always, O's fans, God bless you. Don't forget to adopt a pet. For Matt Faulkner, I'm Joe Rossano. We'll see you next time.